Hey guys, Toaster here. Just wanted to show you guys a replay I had in my Blackdog. I just got it. My brother got it for Christmas for me. And we're on Fiery Salient, Tier 10 game. Let's get the replay started and we'll talk a little bit about the tank and how I like to play this map. If you've watched my T37 replay, it's going to be somewhat similar to that. So here we go. It's got really good DPM. It did not get nerfed when the light tanks got nerfed, so really it should be a tier 9, but it's a tier 8. And it's got like 5.7 seconds is my reload time right now, with a rammer and 100% crew. And it's got these HEP rounds that also that have 101 millimeters of penetration and 320 alpha. So against other lightly armored tanks, it is just a force to be reckoned. Of course, I like going across the tracks and seeing what's going to come up the hill, because it helps my team. And if you look, we're sending a lot of weight that direction, so it's really good for us to show the tanks that are going uphill what's possibly coming their way. And we saw 2 tier 8s, and that's it. So that's good information. Then, as you noticed, as I came up on the tracks, I jumped up onto the tracks in hopes that if that WZ came up in the middle, sometimes they like to come up on 6th line, I would spot him before anybody else and then get some assistance damage, and the T10 and the Pershing would know that he's coming up and over. So unfortunately he did not. So at this point I'm just trying to ride ridge and stay safe, but also get damage and lights where I can, maybe get a light or two. So I noticed that Batchat 12T is playing in a position that light tanks should not be playing. And so I asked my brother, who I'm platooned with, he's in a Scorpion G. He's got XVM, and I say, is that Batchat 12T any good? And he says no. So I'm looking to take him out early if I can, because if we can take him out, it opens the map up to me. With only 1 light tank on each team, if I can take out the other light tank, we're going to be able to really rule this map. So I shoot a HEP round. I didn't remember that I had it loaded, but the shell velocity is a little bit low on those things. So of course I missed that shot. And I'm just surfing ridges now, trying to get some lights. You know, I drop my spot and then drop off radar and then come back up and repeat. Is what I like to do. So the camo value on this, I don't know if I said it, is not very good. And I've got 6 cents, but all of my other crew members are at 100%, but they're on their first skill, which is camo, and they're about 50% into the camo skill. So I don't have the greatest crew in here, and that is relevant because this WZ, I don't think he probably would have spotted me in that bush, but I didn't want to take the chance and then eat 500 damage right at the start of the game. So it's better sometimes to be safe than sorry and play a little bit of a chicken roll if you have to. In your light tank, just don't sit at the back, but definitely don't take chances. You know, there's no reason to take chances this early in the game. It's 1-to-1. You notice we're pushing hill, which tells me that we're going to have absolute map control soon. And once we do, my tank becomes the most powerful tank in this game. So I'm not lit, but I choose to get lit to shoot that Batchat 12T, and I land a very, very almost minimum roll on him with my HEP round. 320 is my average roll. So I don't know, what is it, 270 or 260 would be a minimum roll, and I hit him for 273. That's okay, because I just auto aim him, come back up and kill him. Now, that was a little bit of a risk, but I believe it was worth it because it got the light tank out, and 2, I was not spotted when I came up and over, so there was very minimal amount of time that I was actually lit, and people had a chance to aim and shoot. So, pardon me, I'm a little ill still, but so I come up here, I want side shots on this WZ, and he just fired, so I know I've got a 5.5 second reload. So I stick around for a second shot, and now I'm on the move because I don't want Artie to focus me. But knowing the reloads of enemy tanks is really good. I know his reload is much more than 6 seconds. So I'm popping back over, and I happen to spot a Skoda T50, which, you know, looking at the map, I don't exactly blame him for making this play. I mean, what else is he going to do? His entire team is hemmed in right now. And as I get spotted, of course, I just drop back. You know, I don't need to stay there. But I do want to make sure this Skoda dies. So I'm getting into position to shoot him when he dies, and I'm able to spot this STI, and I just back up just in case he can spot me. Again, I'm not very confident of the camo values in this, but once I know that I'm not going to get spotted, I just sit up here and let my team work. You know, we've won the game already. It doesn't look like it, but we really have, because we've got complete map control, and they've got a mouse in the middle that is just gonna get owned. I mean, you look at all of the guys around him, and I kind of feel bad for the guy, because, you know, he's doing the right thing. He's playing aggressively in his top tier tank, and the rest of his team kind of let him down. So about 100 meters ahead here is where I like to sit, maybe 50 meters. But I do make a mistake here, and I get lit because I come out of bushes where somebody could spot me, and I take a massive hit. But on the same token, that waffle is in the wide open now, and I know he's got to move. You know, he can't just stay where he's at. So I tell my platoon mate, just sit there, I'll spot him as he's moving, because his camo value is going to be terrible. And sure enough, there he is. And my platoon mate puts an HE round into him, and I'm just gonna sit here and let him take hits. You know, I'm not gonna take any risks. I'm only gonna fire if he's behind bushes. So I do take a shot because I'm relatively certain that from there I'm not gonna get lit. And I take a second shot, and now I'm just moving up just far enough that I can spot him, and I spot the T-110E4 at the same time. So this is just, I mean, I'm up to 4,000 assistance damage, you know, and this is light tank heaven here. So this is a recipe that I use often on this map. I will I'll play the middle, play pretty passive, especially if I'm in a bottom tier tank, and then as things progress, I move up to that bush, and you can spot people in the middle, you can spot people on the one line, and you take pretty much no risk and just rack up the assist damage. So I would encourage you to use that bush if you get the opportunity. And so again, I get lit, that's fine. I just fall back. I just fall down into cover. And I'm looking at the map, and I'm thinking there's got to be a lot of guys back here, which is great for me. The Centurion does hit me. I wouldn't have guessed he would have been sitting right there, but he was. I'm okay with that. I just need to drop spot. Once I drop spot, then I can ease up into the bushes and try and get a spot on him. Once we do that, it's just time to rack up some assist damage. So we're up to 6,600 assist. And at this point in the game, a lot of times you're sharing assist damage because people are getting closer, you know. But still, we're happy with I mean, in a tier 8, I've done nearly 7,000 assistance damage in this game. So I see the STA2, and one mistake I make, you notice I have a HEP round loaded, and I decide when this T110E4 dies, I'm going to kill this STA2, because I know he's a one-shot, and just kite a free kill just for kicks, but it doesn't work out, and that's my own fault for not loading the proper ammo. But we're still picking up assistance damage on the E4, and as soon as he dies, I take a shot, and unfortunately it does 60 damage, so guy survives and then someone else gets the kill. But anyway, that's how I like to play the Blackdog or any other light tank on Fiery Salient / proc, and I hope to see you next time. We've got a T-34-3 game coming up next.